I'm going to show you how to install Lazy Susan trays. Just look at the number here, and these trays are located on H2, and I just matched up the number here on the box. It's a Rev-A-Shelf item, and I'm going to go ahead and unpackage the box, and we'll see what all's in there. All right, so inside of our box here we had 2 trays. Then we have 2 bearings that the trays ride on. This is the top nut for the pole to go into. We have a telescoping pole with a screw hole in it right there. And then you have 4 long screws, 4 short screws, and the machine bolt for the telescoping pole. So the first step we're going to do is, both these trays are the same. So you'll just take one and put it inside the cabinet. Line it up just where you want it, and take the long skinny marker here and trace out a hole inside the cabinet, and that will show you where to put the first bearing at. So I have my first bearing here. I'm going to put it right over the hole, and I take my 4 long screws and you want to make sure that this nut faces forward, or that screw faces forward. Come around front and I'll show you what I was talking about. See, that screw is lined up with the corner of the cabinet right here. So I've taken out the telescoping part of the pole, and then I take the pole and that screw hole I have facing forward just like the screws, because I want everything facing forward for tightening purposes. So I just put the pole in, I let it sit on the bottom of the cabinet, and I tighten that screw up. Now I can take my first tray, come in through the top, let it drop down. See, it has a home. That's why everything has to face forward. All right, so now I take the other bearing and slide it down. And this one's kind of tricky, but you make sure it's facing forward. And it's just about a halfway shot. The elevation, there is no science to it. It just kind of goes about halfway down. So that bearing's set up, so now we drop the next tray on it. See, they line up because everything's facing this way. Okay, so now we're going to take our corner brace that comes with every corner cabinet. We're going to set it up top there. And take 4 1.25" screws. Just like any other corner cabinet, we'll fasten this in. You always want to make sure those are below flush, so it doesn't hold the countertop up, because if they have granite, it'll break it. All right, now the brace is in, so we'll take our telescoping part of the pole and this machine bolt, and we will bring it in. Okay, so after I took out the Lazy Susan brace, because it wasn't ready for that, you take the telescoping part of the pole and you drop it in. Then you take the machine bolt and you get it started, but don't tighten it up all the way. This can be challenging. Now you put the brace back on, Zip these in. So now you take your top flange and the last 4 screws that you have, and you put the flange on top of the telescoping part of the pole, and you lift it straight up to the bottom of the brace. All right, I put 1 screw in and then I tighten down the pole. Then I tighten that down. Then I can go back and put in the 3 remaining screws. And now we have successfully put in the Lazy Susan trays.